see if we can convene with another spirit from the other side. We got some magic words. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa, hey. Hey, what's up, man? I've been waiting to get to a guy like you. My whole deal is like, I've kind of spent my whole life sort of between jobs. I never really found the right thing. You know, I think I was heading towards this kind of like, who's the guy who killed John Lennon? I feel like I was heading that way. I was getting really into the book series Alexander and the No Good, Very Bad Day. I was reading book after book of that, and I was like, I think they want me to kill Ryan Gosling. I think Alexander is sending me a message that in order I should be the main character of La La Land.
Why not kill Ringo?
Who's gonna kill Ringo? Why would I kill Ringo? Who's Ringo hurting?
I feel like
he says peace and love all the time.
I feel like Catcher in the Rye is to John Lennon what Alexander in the Terrible No Good Very Bad Day is to Ringo Starr.
Listen, I totally understand that logic.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It's me, Lakitu from Mario Kart!
Whoa. Lakitu.
Yeah.
How are you not in heaven already? What happened?
Sometimes I jerk off with both hands.
Well, sometimes.
That
bad? Do you need both though, Lakitu?
Well, my penis is actually this fishing pole.
That's your penis.
Yeah, my penis.
Lakitu, you're packing heat, buddy.
I'm not naked. This is my pants. And this is part of my pants. I just have a rock hard erection. And I'm picking people up by it. But other than that, no, squeaky clean is totally cool. Send me to heaven.
Good evening. I am Futon, the fortune teller. Thank you for your 25 cents. You may now ask me a series of questions, and I will answer them for you. What is the meaning of life? To vibe with your boys. That is an easy one. Futon, that's a sick name. Thanks, brother. Are Crocs over or underrated? They are the exact appropriate amount of rating. Favorite Dragon Ball Z arc? Probably the one where there's that thing Boo. And he gets like, he's like a little kid, but then he gets grown up and he's scary. Why does everyone on Hinge love hiking so much? They try to project that they are doing things and are very busy because it's boring to go on Hinge and say, I mostly watch the same episodes of the TV shows you watch and wish I was doing more and living more. Hit me with the Seinfeld quote. Jerry!
How are you doing in limbo?
Well, I guess I'm doing pretty good. My name is No Hands Mike. Well, I was at the aquarium. I was trying to meet all the piranhas.
Right.
So I met one. Then I pulled my hand out of the water. It looked like this.
Oh no.
And I said, "Hey, God, I have this other hand."
Uh-huh.
Said, "Nice to meet you again. I'm No Hands Mike."
Right.
And what do you know? But they already called me No Hands Mike. Me and the other guys from the neighborhood, adults, we all get together, play flag football. And I couldn't catch the ball very good. But I would try, and I would drop the ball every time. No Hands Mike.
Hey.
I had a stand-up set for a while.
Hey, let's hear some of it, huh?
Hey, what's up with women? I don't like those. They're being so mean. Woo!
My name's No Head Eddie. How are ya?
Do you know No Hands Mike?
No. Am I supposed to? Is he a celebrity?
I mean, I just figured you guys might have something in common down there.
We don't have parts of us? It's a bit of an assumption. It's a bit of a reach. I was getting on the, you know those planes where they make you walk onto the tarmac? And my buddy goes, you gotta see this, you gotta see these big engines. Boom, thing starts up right away. Blows my head clean off. They called me No Head Eddie though, before then.
Ah.
So it was a little ironic. They
Tell
probably
us.
think it's like, because I was just dope. I was some screwy guy.
Nope.
It's because I refused to eat out women.
Yep. That was
Hey,
way
yo,
of
it's
another
me,
spirit.
only had Greg.
We just had No Head Phil. Was it No Head Philip? What was it?
Eddie.
No Head Eddie.
Oh, shit.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I do know that guy.
Wow.
Yeah, we were in the same plane tragedy.
They turned
It's all
off the
over.
engine before your head could get in there, right?
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
Ugh, thankfully, because now I can still eat pussy. My face wins. You know what I'm saying?
Master, it's
I'm
the
up
my
to
face
you.
when, Taro.
I say I go 9/11 on that pussy sometimes.
Okay, alright.
Second tongue is it? The South Clit.
Master, what do we do? How did we get here?
Second tongue is in the South Bowl. That's when I eat ass.
Everything Now show?
Do you know Everything Now show?
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
What's up, Everything Now Show?
Everything Now show.
Oh, I love Everything Now show.
Everything Now show?
They're so fun.
They're really funny.
I love Everything Now show.
This is fucking dope. They do this all live? God damn, such talent.
The show looks absolutely wild.
You're gonna have so much fun.
It's Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road end in 100 feet.
What the fuck?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Hi, denizens of New York. Hope I did justice to that. Good evening. Hi. My name's Colin Flappers. Thanks everyone. I'm house sitting for Umlaut. Umlaut's took a solo vacation to the Wisconsin Dells. He's gonna be spending a week alone at the Wisconsin Dells. He said it's gonna help him get his priorities straight. Don't really understand, but I'm Colin. I'm a friend of Umlaut's. We're on the same virtual bowling team. So we have a virtual bowling league, and we do pretty good. I'm sorry, I'm being told my ghostly mic is not close enough to my normal face. Yeah, like Colin Powell, exactly.
That's what I said.
Well, that's also what, and that brings me to my next point. That's also what Mac Plays said. Speaking of, Caboose, Geraldo of Rivera, Testicular Torsionist, Ford Venus, Booty Anime, yes, finally. Alicia for Ferris 1, Brando 2600, Salty Lemons, Apples Dragon, thank you. The Super Lucius, Yarkasm, Codenail, Angry Koala, AK, Salad Fork, Dirt Snakes, Mjorn, Creative Steve 69, and the rest. Welcome, everybody. Really hard to do that.
Heyo.
Welcome, everybody. If this is your first time, I'm going to be summoning spirits in Umlaut's mirror here. He couldn't bring it with him to the Dells, obviously. And I'm going to speak to them about what they maybe have to say, maybe what they think about things. Umlaut's working on this new book, the Now Yorkian Book of the Dead.
Is that tape?
And so I'm going to help him out with it this week while he's gone. I'm going to do some summoning. It's a pretty robust operation here. I didn't realize he bought this all on Amazon. So I guess anyone can you can just buy this kit on Amazon. Yeah, the mirror and the ball. So I'll be doing it. There's plenty of ways you can interact with the show. Don't forget to join the Discord. There's going to be a bunch of tarot cards that I made myself. I made my own bespoke tarot cards that you helped submit in the Discord. A lot of people already mad I'm not Umlaut. That was to be expected. So with that all being said, oh, and of course at one point we'll go to the funeral home to hear about the funerals. That's everything. Let's pick up, or what thing I normally host. Let's visit our first spirit, shall we?
They're kind of visiting us.
It's a good point. Umlaut's minions don't respect me the way they respect Umlaut. Oh my god.
What's going on? I was getting my dinner.
Hey, oh my god, are you Elvis Presley?
Yeah, I am.
Oh my god, are you Elvis Presley?
What's going on? I would like 2 egg, bacon, cheese McGriddles.
Oh, sorry, Elvis. Elvis, this isn't a McDonald's.
What's going on now?
This isn't a McDonald's drive-through line, Mr. Presley. You're dead. I'm sure you've been dead for quite a while.
No, I've been dead. I've been dead, baby.
I just summoned you in my mirror, and I'd love to talk to you for a little bit, if that's okay.
Hey, man. Yeah, sure. Ask away.
Are you okay with this? You conceptually understand what's happening?
I mean, oh, perfect. Thank you. This is.
And now, where did you get that?
I thought it. I willed it. You know the secret?
The secret?
They got that up in normal, non-heaven.
Yeah, like the artist's way secret thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of bullshit. That works?
Not in heaven and hell. Because when you're in the afterlife, you get to kind of conjure things into existence.
All right, so Elvis can conjure McDonald's whenever he wants. Is that
not just Elvis? It could be anybody who's dead.
And is it not just McDonald's? It can be whatever you want?
It can be anything you want.
God damn.
Anything you want.
That's pretty great. Well, so yeah, basically
No toy?
Okay, Elvis. It's okay. It's okay, Elvis.
Why even buy?
Can't you conjure a toy?
It's not like oh yeah, I forgot about that. I want a toy. Hey, look at that. It's 2 goats.
Oh my god, that really looks exactly like a Happy Meal toy.
I don't even know exactly the frame of context or purpose for this. I don't know what's promoting. But Elvis lags. Elvis lags, and he's gonna put it on his shelf above the toilet.
Elvis, thanks so much for talking to me. I'm glad you're cool with this and willing to sort of...
It's from Thor.
Huh?
It's from Thor.
2022 Thor Love and Thunder number 10 tooth grinder goat McDonald's toy.
You summoned the number 10 tooth grinder goat.
Obviously, duh. Deep down, I was thinking that in my head.
Elvis, I'm sort of trying to learn a little bit about life and how things are, you know? And I was wondering if you, living such a remarkable life, I'm sure you also lived a pretty remarkable death as well. Do you have any insights, anything you think about the world that you think people should know?
Yeah, I would I would encourage people to get toilet seats that have cushion on them.
Toilet seat that has a cushion on it.
You never know. You never know what's going to come in handy. You never know what's going to be there's going to be an issue.
Do you still feel the toilet seat right now?
Oh yeah.
All this time later?
The phantom seat?
Yeah?
Of course, yeah.
Ugh, gosh. Okay. Well, that feels kind of unspecific, or too specific maybe even, because it's not everyone's going to die on the toilet while eating a sandwich. You okay?
I'm just seeing what they can do. I'm just seeing what they're capable of.
And it shakes they shake their heads?
It's like they're running.
Cool.
There they go.
So you're the king of rock and roll, right? Like you're one of the coolest guys ever.
Say, man, absolutely. But I also was an actor. Remember that?
Yeah, look, well...
I was in blue Hawaii.
I hate to do this, Mr. Presley. I like you a lot. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Wow. I need you to behave right now.
Okay.
I have a tarot that I brought. I made these tarots myself. I have 2 of them. And I'm going to present them to you so I can understand you a little bit better, because you're being a little petulant.
A lot of talk.
Yes. Yes, the Bright Idea Urethra Tarot.
And so you made this?
Yes.
Why'd you make that?
This one means...
What compelled you?
Put it back up. This means at one time you had the bright idea to do something with your penis. Do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, man. Of course, I got dick ideas all day.
You got what?
Every day I think about things I can do with my penis. Or the human person could. In heaven, I can do anything with my penis.
So what? Give me something.
Jump rope.
Jump?
Man, that's a heaven and hell thing. Extend your penis to a jump rope. Do double dutch. That kind of thing.
What do you mean it's a heaven and hell thing?
Because in afterlife, you can conjure up anything. So you can make your penis like a jump rope.
Oh, okay.
What's not clear?
What about in your waking life? What advice would you give to someone who's still alive, who hasn't died on a toilet seat yet? What advice would you give to them?
Oh, yeah, okay. So first thing you want to do to improve your life, you want to get yourself an entire loaf of bread. Cut that sucker down the top, in the middle, not unlike a hot dog bun. Then you're going to get some bacon.
Is this your big sandwich? Is this the big sandwich you make?
Who told?
I read about it.
How you know about my sandwich?
I've read about your big sandwich.
There's extensive literature on my big sandwich.
A lot of people these days talk about how horrifying your big sandwich is, Mr. Presley.
I should have done more songs about my sandwich. Should have done a whole album, should have done a whole movie.
Mr. Presley, can I ask you something?
Sure thing, man.
You were sort of by the end... Oh, wait, I have a second tarot for you, actually. Maybe this will answer my question.
That's right.
Dream big. Yes, the dream big, fart loud tarot.
Dream big, fart loud.
This means that in your quest for power, in your aspiration, you maybe made a bit of a fool of yourself. Can you think about an instance that was the case, other than the pedophilia thing?
What's going on?
Other than that, can you think of an instance where maybe in your pursuit of power you made a fool of yourself?
No.
Okay, none at all.
Not a single damn thing.
What about all the drugs? What about the...
They were great.
What about Colonel Tom Parker? Shouldn't you maybe have not stuck with him?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I would have replaced Colonel Tom Parker with someone a little cooler, a little nicer.
Who
was nicer to me.
If you could do anything again, who would you replace Colonel Tom Parker with?
Really? Off top of head? Big Bird.
Big Bird, the Sesame Street guy?
That's right, yeah.
And you think he'd be a good manager?
I think he'd be hilarious. He'd be much nicer than Colonel Tom Parker. I know that much for sure.
Elvis.
I'd like to change my answer.
Okay.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Do you have SpongeBob up in heaven?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You big SpongeBob guy?
Huge.
Favorite character?
Oh, don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot like this. That's embarrassing. Come on now. Larry Lobster.
Larry the Lobster is your
the-
favorite character?
I got ideas. I think SpongeBob. I think SpongeBob my favorite comedian, and I think that he's got great stuff, and I'd love to work with him someday.
Okay. Mr. Presley, I have another question for you.
Come on now, ask away.
What? You're cool. You're hot.
Thank
Everyone
you.
loved you.
Thank you.
You had your pick of the litter.
Yeah, I could have any cat I wanted to.
What's the secret? What was your secret?
I could pick any dog from the cardboard box, and I could take him home. I could take him home too.
That's not what I meant. I meant you could sleep with anyone you want. What was the secret to your success?
The secret is a lifestyle. It's a book. It's a thing that you kind of will things into existence. Kind of like the book that you're writing, I'm assuming. I would recommend reading The Secret before that you finish your book.
That can't be it. You can't just talk as if you're successful and then you become successful.
What's going on?
There's no way that that works. That if you just talk as if you already have money or something, then the money shows up.
I ain't talking about a specific way like that. I just talk. I'm talking the way I talk.
Oh yeah.
All right, with a southern drawl, and everyone just assumes like, oh, you're so cute and stupid. I'm gonna give you everything you need.
Okay,
I lived like
fine.
a baby for the most of my life.
We're getting someone on the phone.
That's good. Good for you, man.
Your cool older brother.
Oh no, heavens no, please. Anything but that guy. I would rather not talk to him.
We're gonna get him right now.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, is this?
Yeah, it's me, Pelvis Presley.
Pelvis? Hi, Pelvis.
Pelvis, you're a menace. Let me stay dead in peace.
Pelvis, I'm with your dead brother.
Well, good riddance.
Oh, okay. All right. You see how
you two
you
not
see how
get
he treats
along?
me? See how he treats me?
You know, I did everything a little bit cooler. I died on a urinal.
God damn it, history.
You died sitting on a urinal?
Everyone in hell was watching that day.
Were you shitting?
No, that's the way you get them kidney stones out. Oh,
my lord.
Sitting on a urinal.
Oh my god.
Don't flaunt that you had better medical health care than I did, okay? That's
Oh,
not nice
sure
to
I
me.
did. Sure I did.
That's not
Never
cool.
had pretenses.
Oh, god damn it.
Pelvis, can I ask, growing up, was Elvis sort of the runt that you'd make fun of and you were the cool guy?
Whose side are you on, man?
I'm just trying to sort of glean. It seems like Pelvis was the real.
I put him through the ropes. Put him through the ringer.
Yeah.
I showed him the ringer and I put him through the ropes.
He showed me
showed him the ringer and you put him through the ropes.
Blaustein movie.
Yeah, he should have looked up to me more than he did.
Oh yeah, I bet that hurts. You sort of feel like you deserve a little more credit for his career.
That's right. I went to the army first, the right way.
Come on now.
In the early part of my life.
Come on now.
But before the
what
war.
kind of weirdo gets famous and goes into the army?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Especially, it sounds like you did it before the war was even happening.
Yeah, I did it. When I was in, there was no war at all.
You just did it for fun.
All right, well,
you just did it as a bit. Okay?
Fun and fucking.
That makes sense. Thanks very much, Pelvis. This told me a lot.
I didn't know you. That's it. All right. Well, it's pretty miraculous. I'm back from the dead.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
that's
all the time you got. Huh?
Yeah. Good luck with your whole deal, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Take care.
Look, I have a book I'm trying to sell.
No, sorry. I got calls dropping. Your brother's a little annoying.
He's a prolific author. I appreciate that you don't give him any more of a platform or airtime.
Well, it sounds like your brother was the one who taught you all this stuff, and now you're sort of revealing yourself to be an oaf, if you don't mind me saying.
Hey! Kind of zoned out because I'm in a food coma. What did you just say?
with no disrespect whatsoever, Mr. Presley, it feels like you're revealing yourself to be a bit of an oaf.
What?
Can you show me something cool and sexy right now to prove that you are the real, genuine article?
Do I not look like the icon, the legend, the king himself in my current state?
I mean, Jesus. You look like him in the last...
That really hurt.
You know...
Oh
you alright?
Oh my fucking god, that really hurt.
Do you have pain in heaven?
Evidently.
You can manifest whatever. You make yourself okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Are you okay?
I just came.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm good with you.
Was that sexy? I didn't do sexy.
Okay.
Maybe you should,
How does the mirror turn off? How does the... It's no offense, Mr.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna head out.
Come on, man.
Is that okay?
Come on, man. I was playing college football 25. You want to join me?
What?
Come on, man. Playing college football 25. Create my own damn team.
No, I don't want to...
It's the Fresno Sharks. Fresno, California need its own team.
Wow, he, You give him a lot of credit. Okay.
What's your gamer tag, man?
Can you go? Can you go?
Give me that Steam name.
Can you go?
Come on, bro.
Come on.
All right.
I don't know enough about the mirror. Is he gonna stay?
Why'd you let him in?
I didn't mean to let him in.
You pressed the button on your desk to let them in.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I know that.
Rampant.
Now I know. Can you all back off? Now I know that. Well, folks, we're moving along. Here's what we learned about Elvis Presley. He can conjure anything. He wishes that he was managed by Big Bird. There is SpongeBob in heaven. And his brother, Pelvis Presley, died sitting on a urinal. Not a toilet seat. And apparently the secret works, which that one I really struggle with. I don't believe it, but okay. All right, I think we're gonna just summon another ghost. I feel weird wearing this fucking hat. Should I just... Whatever, I'll leave the fucking hat. Let's get another ghost in here.
Usually Umlaut waves over the crystal ball in front of him.
Let's get another ghost. And let's get another... Ooh, I think I see someone just out of frame.
Now...
Hang on, move just so slightly closer to me.
What you start to see when you connect the concept of Ren with Nichiren.
What? Hey, excuse me.
The concept of reality itself.
Hey, bud?
Oh, of course.
Oh my god.
Now, as we were saying in our previous lecture, in a houseboat in Big Sur,
does anyone
entitled Myth and Consciousness Part 4. You've probably heard it late at night on Pacifica Radio.
Does anyone feel like they fall asleep to YouTube videos of this guy talking?
KPFK. You would know me, of course, Alan Watts, from KPFK broadcasts in the wee hours of the morning. You would know me from a number of YouTube videos that continue playing after you have put on a 10-hour binaural beats that has run its course. And then, at some strange time, you awaken, and you hear me with electronic dance music edited underneath my voice. I'm long dead, but you see, I'm always broadcasting, which is a concept that the ancient Etruscans referred to as irony.
Well, Mr. Watts, this is so cool to meet you, sir. Thank you. I'm actually summoning you in my mirror right now.
You are the one who summons and also who is summoned at the same time. Now you might say to yourself, how is that possible? I'm merely watching YouTube falling asleep on someone's couch in Culver City usually. I've fallen asleep on a couch with dry contact lenses. And I can't take them out because I've got to drive home as soon as the ketamine wears off. And yet, you might ask yourself, why me? In this moment, chosen to learn this wisdom from an ancient time of the early 1970s. And the answer is, you are essentially a fictional scenario of this universe.
I'm a fictional scenario?
Well, of course you are.
But I don't understand, Mr. Watts. I've summoned you in my mirror to ask your advice and your wisdom. What can you tell me about the world at large?
Well, of course. It's a perfect question, and you're perfectly rational and justified in asking that question. But if you look very closely, if you perceive the mirror of consciousness, what you might understand is that as I, of a certain saying, am not real, I'm a series of vibrations from radio that are pieced together in your ear that are not really there. And just the same way that this mirror is merely a reflection of the light bouncing off of the silver. Whee! You see? Whoa. Whimsical. Just like that, you can reduce to absurdity any phenomenon that can be discussed until it sounds like a series of motivational hippie recordings that are played for aging baby boomers who like to think that they're not the ones at fault for their generation's failures.
Whoa, I lost you around the middle there, but that sounded
just
so smart.
As this mirror is merely a mirror is merely the mirror a reflection.
Hey.
Can we not say that perhaps reality itself, although it is filled in with these magical images and so forth, is it not a green screen behind us?
I don't. Well, hang on. You're jumping a little ahead of me, Alan.
Oh, you might say, don't break the fourth wall.
Well,
But of course, as we know from the ancient Sanskrit, the fourth wall was meant to be broken. Of course, by the ancient Brahman spirit.
Okay. I felt crazy.
The Upanishads are very clear on this. The fourth wall must be broken when a joke cannot go any further. The Upanishads say quite clearly that there is always one more beat to be gotten from breaking the fourth wall, calling out the green screen, as it were.
Well, now that we've hit it, Mr. Watts.
You are something the whole universe is doing.
Absolutely.
In the same way that you might say a wave is something the whole ocean is doing. Or you might say, I'm not here. I'm just something that's happening, that's in a groove, you see. Also, isn't it great when you can just be a timeless sort of mage, but stuck in the 1960s lingo, like, isn't it groovy, man?
Yeah, you do say crazy stuff.
Now,
like
you
that.
stumbled into something very important, and that is, if I heard earlier the question raised, can you not say that simply saying you're rich makes you rich? That is, unfortunately, the essential truth of the universe. If reality is such that, and we know this not only from The Secret, we know it from Confucius and many earlier thinkers, that if you simply say you are rich, then you become rich.
But then how come I'm not? Because I feel like I try to say
Because you haven't thought that you're rich, have you?
Well, when I'm driving home sometimes from a long day of work, I'm like, I want to have...
If you were rich, you wouldn't have the long day at work, would you?
Well, yes, but that's sort of... You know what? Hang on, Mr. Watts, I'm sorry. I have a couple things I have to do for you right now.
Yes, of course.
I have a tarot. I made my own bespoke tarot cards. I'd love for you to maybe go with me on this, because I think maybe this could interest you. And then I have someone on the phone I want you to speak to.
There's nothing I enjoy more than sitting around with tarot and 3 or 4 people who think they're married to me.
Yes, well, this is going to make you feel right at home.
You mean it will make me feel like I'm off-grid on Mount Tamalpais? Why, thank you.
Is that... Yes.
That's
Mount Tamal?
merely the Mere Woods.
Ah, oh, yes.
The mirror of the Mere Woods, merely.
The psychedelic toad tarot, of course. This means... during your life, you were a pretty out there guy. Am I picking up on that about you, maybe? And let's get out of this tarot shot. Am I picking up that maybe you were a little bit out there, maybe off the beaten path?
That is the meaning of the Hypnotoad interpretation. The Futurama deck.
Yes, I made a Futurama deck.
The Rider-Waite Futurama tarot deck.
Yes.
With the Hypnotoad standing in for the Hierophant, of course.
Yes, and it was an upright Hypnotoad.
The upright Hypnotoad's brigade.
Yes, so it seems to me that maybe you were a bit.
I was with it. I was out there, you see.
Yeah, man,
I
knew
was
that about you.
But but crucially, the important thing is to know that I was never there, and I don't mean that in a reference to that sort of middle grade Bob Dylan movie that came out.
Yes, the one with 7
10
Bob
years
Dylans.
ago or so. I don't mean it that way. I mean that literally there's nothing here. And you might say, well, that's because I've summoned you through a series of smoke and mirrors, literally. You might say there's a green screen, and there's an actor who's wearing a wig and so forth. But even if we were to let all that aside, you understand, none of this is really truly real. Except that if you say that you are rich, you will become rich because you will have always been.
Okay.
An ancient truth that is older than the primal mantra Om.
All right, I'm going to get someone on the phone, by the way, to talk to us.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Right. Okay. I am really rich. My show gets 100 subs every channel, every episode.
Submissive.
No problem.
You mean submissive?
No. Sorry.
Hey, pigs.
Is it no? Is it a monkey's paw when I do this?
If you find yourself with a number of hot subs, willing to do anything for you.
Is this a monkey's paw, Mr.
If you are truly a sugar baby,
oh no,
are you not the ancient cosmic mother of us all?
Oh God, I can't get subs. I don't have any money. I can't have people I'm supposed to be.
Look, whether it's your cock or whatever wisdom act you go around different rich people's backyards and houseboats and forth. I wasn't really showing. My version of OnlyFans was to really get the NPR crowd on board with a bunch of far out lectures that was done from a cabin among a bunch of redwoods. You see.
Hey, it's starting to work a little bit. All right, let's get this phone call. Let's see who we got on the phone here.
Who indeed? Someone must have, the Forest Service must have run a telephone wire up the mountain, I see.
Well, we have the guy who edits all the YouTube videos.
Hey, what's up? My name's Braden.
Ah, Braden, of course.
Braden,
You're the one that remixes me onto all the YouTube channels.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan. It's actually so crazy that I'm like talking to you right now.
Are you really talking to me right now? Or have you merely convinced yourself that you are not God?
Hold on, I gotta record this.
Hey, Mr. Watts.
Keep going.
Mr. Watts.
Keep cooking, King.
I hate
How very amusing that God would manifest himself as a dork who does not have sexual relations.
Yes, bro.
Who lives on YouTube.
Mr. Watts,
who is more comfortable on a message board than he is in real life.
Yes, bro.
And this is how God would spend his time.
Mr. Watts, these are your fans. These people like you.
This is gonna get millions of views, dude.
Well, God can be terribly cruel to himself, can he not? Otherwise, it would be terribly boring. You see, as God, I've lived through all these possible realities. I have been very nice to everyone. I have sat through dinner at a restaurant and said, you know what, I won't send it back because that would be too much trouble and I don't want to be an asshole. But it gets boring when you do it 34,000 times. So then you go through these lives and you become a real cunt.
Yeah.
You have to look at the sociopaths out there and realize that's just God really having fun.
Yeah, we're just sort of deep into
ripping through it. The wisest man is a complete fool.
Alan, just a note real quick. Just don't, like, the C word's kind of rough for YouTube. Like, it's going to kind of get me demonetized on your videos if you say that.
Now,
so if you mind just keeping it more like...
When you are demonetized, it is the moment that you realize that there has never been a difference between monetization and demonetization, because money itself and the algorithm is essentially a fiction, you see.
Yes, brother.
To be demonetized in a way is to be emasculated, of course, especially if that is the entirety of your sexual identity.
Yes. I put my phone, it's playing Sophie Tucker, and I put it in a toilet. I'm kind of recording that as the background music right now. It's going to work perfect for this. It's going to work great. Keep cooking. Keep going. I love this.
The perfect background music for one of my videos repurposed into a video of, let's say, a flying squirrel Flying over a music festival.
Dude, yes.
Flying through a number of trees and so forth. Flying through... a lot of YouTube videos of Alan Watts look like the screensaver on an Apple television.
Yes,
If the camera lowered itself to a slightly lower altitude and was soaring through the tops of trees and yet never really getting caught on any thorns.
Yes.
And also, like,
the perfect music is if you take the sound of a DJ mixer it's being turned on in an idle mode.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Just firing up.
Do you anything else you want to ask Mr. Watts before I hang up on you, Bryden or whatever?
Wait, don't hang up, dude. This is great. I gotta keep recording this, man. This is like...
I'm sorry. This is sort of my time with Mr. Look, I know you're a fan, but like I don't know. I'm sort of having a moment here, if that's cool.
You know, I never made the mistake of making myself available. There is something that is perfectly profound and also at the same time quite boring. That when I make a point, no one would think to interject in any way whatsoever.
Before I go, could I just get some...
Captivating,
Could I just get some laughs, some classic Alan Watts laughs? Just, can I get some of those?
Why would you expect that you could get that, of course?
Oh, this is good.
You think that just because you're face to face with someone you think of as a hero, of course. And when you see my visage, are you not looking... Is it not God looking at himself? And you might say, well, that could stand for any... jackass on the street. Any corduroy fool bumbling around from the local library. If he's spilling mayonnaise down the front of his jacket, you might say, well, is that moron God? Yes.
Yes?
God is dumb. Nietzsche was wrong. God is not dead. God is dumb. God is a fool. God is late returning his books to the library, you see.
Okay.
God wastes his time on YouTube channels, curating wisdom from someone who really didn't know what he was talking about at all.
That explains so much.
And yet, it only makes things harder to understand. That is essentially the truth, you see. I am merely an entertainer.
There it is. All right, I'm good. I got the laugh.
Good? What? Okay.
Oh, you just you wanted to hear a terribly smoky voice, momentarily amused.
He really got you there. Okay, Mr. Watts.
You know, if it wasn't me telling you that everything was going to be okay, that voice would sound very evil. Laughing.
Yeah. If you said
if it was taken out of context, it would certainly sound like an evil wizard.
Can you say everything's coming into place?
Well, of course, why would I need to say it? It's certainly true, is it not?
Yeah, but can you say it? Can you say
that everything, after all, is coming into place?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
There's nothing you can do to stop it.
This is
You are God. You are completely empowered, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Threatening me by labeling me God is powerful.
You have no power whatsoever to stop yourself from being entirely powerful. You are a pawn in your own game as God.
Oh my
There's
Lord.
nothing you can do to stop it. So you might as well embrace it. Whee! I'm going to die. I'm going to fall off a water slide.
All right, anything before you go, Mr.
Anything to plug, you're wondering?
Yeah.
Well, there's an Alan Watts app, you see. You can get it on your Apple iPhone store. There is the movie Her. The movie Her has a licensed ripoff of my work, of course. Any YouTube channel, eventually, if left on long enough, will get you over to Alan Watts. I don't need to plug something, you see.
Okay.
Because I am eternal.
Well, before you go, let me give you a little treat.
Have I ever even arrived?
Wow. God, that is... You really...
Or are we not simply the cosmic dance of Shiva?
Whoa. I wish I understood that. Listen, look at this tombstone. This is what your tombstone looks like these days if you were curious as to what's going on it. This is how your tombstone looks. Here lies Alan Watts. She king on my gizzard until I lizard wizard. Now that feels mean. I'm sorry, it seems like someone maybe pranked your tombstone. She king on my gizzard till I lizard wizard.
The rough part of it was that I was cremated and dumped into a pauper's grave.
Oh, God.
In Sausalito, of course.
Oh, God.
At my own request.
Oh.
At my own request.
Well, I'll try to have that all sorted out.
So I don't mind the disgrace. The problem is, whenever you think of something whimsical for someone's funeral, whether it's your own or someone else, I'd like to be shot out of a cannon. I'd like to be mixed into a spicy sauce and fed to the guests of the funeral, so forth.
Yeah.
I'd like to have 300 donkeys take shits on the place where I'm buried, and then everybody has a laugh. The problem is, there's always some old lady who's related to the person who died, and they're not going to get on board with your little game no matter how funny it is. You're never going to convince your Aunt Bertha to go along with having fireworks with your remains.
That's probably a good point.
And they're also the one, people need to understand this. You've got to have two separate funerals. One that's funny and one that isn't. Because the old people simply can't handle understanding what happened in someone's actual life.
Thank you so much, Mr. Watts.
Look, I also, besides the reality of what the universe truly is, I also give very practical advice if anyone would ever ask me.
Yeah, I guess I never even thought about that.
Sure.
I don't want to keep you too long. You've been incredibly insightful.
There is no way to keep me too long.
Damn, he did it again.
And there's also no way to hurry me off.
How does he do this? Good Lord.
Well, there's also this game, which is anyone who is in the United States who speaks with any sort of British accent and is not terrified of for some terrible fear of themselves or psychosis will become famous and influential far beyond what they should be.
Wow, yeah, that's really
the same can be said for me, Patrick Stewart. The same can certainly be said for Sebastian Gorka and someone like Christopher Hitchens. Christopher Hitchens had no reason to be a famous personality. Christopher Hitchens was a generic atheist you might find in a high school somewhere. Christopher Hitchens, it was a generic atheist teaching high school level science in any city in the entire world who has the picture of Charles Darwin on his door. There is no God, and I am his prophet.
You must hate him, huh?
Yes, we watch from heaven, and we find those we hate, and we really neg them the entire time.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me feel like
thumbs down, thumbs down. Someone.
Sorry, one more tarot I want to give you.
Sonic the Hedgehog just lost his rings.
It does really sound like that, huh? All right, one more tarot for the road.
By the way, Sonic the Hedgehog needs a better wallet.
Is that
every time he touches anything, he loses his entire life savings?
Bridge wallets.
Another classic Alan Wattsism right there.
Sonic the Hedgehog needs a better wallet.
One more tarot card. Oh, wow! You're almost 30 tarot. This means at one point you were maybe doing a Twitch stream and got hit with a grim reality that you're about to turn 30 years old soon and maybe can't keep doing this stuff. But maybe for you it wasn't a Twitch stream. Maybe it was some sort of lecture you were doing. Did you ever have an identity crisis around age?
Well, of course. You see, it was considered. It wasn't when I pioneered the social media technique of taking a cassette tape with no standardized playback speed into the woods.
You're good. Don't worry about that. We've been rated.
Don't worry about the thing that's impossible to ignore.
Don't worry about all the noise and images that keep showing up right in front of you.
As quickly as that message appeared, it also disappeared.
Yeah, so you can't even read it. It's just a big thing.
As soon as it appears written on the mirror, it is wiped away.
Welcome, Raiders.
Is not reality the same way? There it is, and it says thank you.
It's done it again.
And like a wave, like gratitude, like a wave, comes and goes. At one moment it is ingrateful, and the thank you symbol rises. And then gratitude, and then someone gives you a big break, or a blowjob or something. And then the thank you sign comes down. This is not merely the experience of this program, but an essential facet of what life is.
Thank you so much, Mr. Watts.
And
I gotta let you go.
I have 3 or 4 more hours.
Okay, good.
Tune into The Myth of Self and Consciousness, Part 14.
All right, fade him out while he keeps talking. Let's just slowly, because he's going to keep going, I guess. Other lecturing points he always has or whatever.
The only time he's remained silent?
Wow.
Well.
Okay. That was Alan Watts. You might know him as a guy that when you fall asleep to a binaural beats track, you wake up and his video is playing in Culver City. Something he wanted me to know is, I am not real, and I was never there, and neither was he. And there's no difference between monetization and demonetization. I didn't fully track that one necessarily. Christopher Hitchens sucks. Here's where we get some really good insights from him. God is dumb, so you might as well have fun. That feels like a very important takeaway for the book. You should have 2 separate funerals. One for your friends who are funny and one for your family who's sad. That feels like a really, really important thing. And last thing, Sonic the Hedgehog needs a better wallet. No one has talked about that. I've never heard that flagged, and it makes a lot of sense. I need to decompress from that. I'm going to give Umlaut a little update as to what's going on here. We've hit our sub goal, so we are going to go attend a funeral in our little... Thank you so much for the follow. In our little town, people die just like in another place. And so we're going to go over to the funeral parlor, and we're going to attend one of the funerals and hear the speeches. Thanks so much for the raids, Go Off Kings and Sushi Dragon. If this is your first time here, follow the show, join the Discord, check out all the socials, all that cool stuff. We're going to do the quick bumper, and then we're going to go to the funeral, and then we'll be hearing from more ghosts.
We're gonna save the ad for the back half, since we got 2.
Makes sense to me.
Can you vamp for a second?
I vamp?
Yeah.
Tell them more about the show.
It's Everything Now show.
We can play the trailer.
Yeah, sure, play the trailer.
Okay. You second.
Should I do say Johnny Cash or Nietzsche or Nero?
Johnny Cash.
I think Johnny Cash. We should do Johnny Cash.
Everything Now show.
Do you know Everything Now Show?
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
What's up, Everything Now Show?
Everything Now Show.
Oh, I love Everything Now Show.
Everything Now Show?
They're so fun.
They're really funny.
I love Everything Now Show.
This is fucking dope. They do this all live. God damn, such talent.
The show looks absolutely wild.
You're gonna have so much fun.
It's Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the fuck?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Hey folks, welcome back. Nope, don't do that. Hey folks, I wish I could see you guys on happier circumstances, but you found yourself back here in the New York funeral parlor, and 3 dearly beloved New Yorkers have sadly passed away. Yes, of course, it's Miss Poopy herself, Ice Spice. She is gone, she's departed, she does a lot of poop stuff. That's, yeah. Of course, it's the T-Man himself, Turtle from Entourage. He, I think, started like a tequila brand at the end of the show. He died. And burnt. Yep. We never really found out whether or not he was being romantic with Ernie, but I feel like in my gut he was. And we love that for him, but unfortunately, he has passed on. And unfortunately, we only have time to go to one of these funerals where we will find out a little bit more about this person by letting some of their friends and family eulogize them. So go ahead and vote who you want to eulogize. Will it be Ice's Spice? Will it be Turtle? Or will it be Burnt? Vote now! Alright, this one's a runaway. We can close it out. Folks, it's gonna be the puppet man himself, Mr. Sesame Stream, Burnt from He's a puppet. Let's go talk to his friends and family. Oh, we're in the wrong funeral. Wrong funeral. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Loaded you all in here to eulogize Turtle. My bad. Folks, we're here. We got the right guy in the box. It's Bert. He's actually 7'4". Doesn't play on camera. He's huge. He's really big. You would not expect that. We had to get an extra big box for his ass. But
Should have been hooping.
that's the count. Count said he should have been hooping. I don't know if you got.
So sad.
If you got that. If you guys caught that. Anyway, folks. Just adjust this ever so slightly. Anyway, folks, we've gathered Burnt and his dearly beloved, his friends, his family, maybe some of his haters, maybe some of his ops are here. Who knows? We're gonna bring some of them out to speak for 90 seconds each to eulogize Burnt. But really quick, chat, do you guys remember how he died? What happened to this guy? He seemed like he was doing good. He seemed healthy. What happened? How did he die? Does anyone remember in the chat? No, not taking either of those. Let's go with suicide by cop. No, not that. Vaccine injury.
Oh, come on. And demonetized.
Really? No. Reached for a service weapon? That kind of feels redundant. Let's go with some really bad ones that I don't think are funny. Hummus incident is kind of interesting. Choked himself while gooning. Yep, that was someone else said autoerotic asphyxiation. Spelunking accident. That one's very strange. I'm gonna take that. DJ Sour Monkey, thank you for reminding me. Well, what a lot of people didn't know about Burnt is that the guy was a caver. Dude loved fucking around in little tiny cracks and crevices, which is crazy for a guy who's 7'4". You would think that's too big to be doing this, to have this hobby. And probably what led to his being dead inside of a cave. But thank you, Elmo.
That was Grover.
Oh, what happened, man? Anyway, Burnt died in a spelunking accident, but maybe we'll get some more details on that when we speak to let some of his friends and family speak. So I'm gonna give them the floor now, and let's see who has something to say.
Oh God. Hi, it's me, Peter Puberty. I was someone who didn't quite make the cut on Sesame Street. I was supposed to teach the kids about their growing body parts and convulsions. But I became more of a behind-the-scenes guy. Maybe I'll show you what my whole thing was a little later, but I mean, Bert was a great friend. You know, he'd get really crazy behind the scenes, and he'd kind of squeeze his way into any hole or crevice he found his way into. I don't know if you've seen those YouTube videos of kind of front-facing camera people slammed between two rocks, kind of saying, like, if I get out alive, this is going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to me. But that's kind of what happened to Bert. He just got way too in. It was called Hell's Gaping Hole that he went into. And, you know, I was like, Bert, I can come with you. I can do this. It's like, you're too small. You're too small. It'd be too easy for you. You just walk right through it like it was a hallway, like nothing was going on. We need tension. We need drama. And so, unfortunately, he met his demise. But yes, this is, in case you're wondering, this is what your penis might look like, after you turn 13. It might start looking like something like, oh, that's my time? Okay. All right.
Please get that guy out.
Okay.
And please
all right.
escort that guy out of here. And please escort that guy out of here. Does anyone know who that is?
I've never seen that man before in my life.
Hey, Kermit the Frog here. Sorry, I think I'm keying out.
No, think about it. I knew Bert for a long time. He was a good friend of mine. I'm surprised that the spelunking got him, because I always thought it was going to be, if I was being honest, thought it was going to be the drugs and everything. He was a bit of a wild card, a bit of an animal. He always said he said it was John Belushi, it was John Candy, it was Chris Farley, and it'd be him next. He was adamant about it, so I was sort of shocked to see that, well, sure enough, sober as a sunny day, he went into a cave and died. That really hurts to hear, but we'll all try to get through it, and I think maybe we'll all have a better work environment. Not to try to find the, just trying to be optimistic, I guess. I know we're all kind of sad, but he was sort of a toxic energy in the room, you know? Did anyone else kind of get that read? It sort of felt like you were reacting to the drugs he was on. I wish I could read that. I see a message has popped up, but I can't read it.
You don't want to read it.
Are they calling me something mean?
No, kind of.
Is it me, the actor, or me, the character?
Yeah, 10 seconds, Kermit.
Oh, I'm good.
Kirby!
Oh.
You embarrassed me!
Oh, God.
Miss Piggy!
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
You get your time is up, Kermit!
Okay, I'm coming.
Hi-ya! Hi-ya!
Oh, I can't see the punches.
Their love is so inspiring.
She looks crazy without her makeup.
Don't say that out loud.
Hi, everybody. It's me.
Who?
Well,
Who is that? What is?
we were together many years, and I know it's very hard for people to. Some people think I shouldn't be here, and I know that recently, maybe he wouldn't have wanted me to be. But we did live together in some of the greatest years from the 80s and the 90s. And it was, despite all that was said in the press, despite all of the legal actions that were taken and the restraining orders and so forth, I guess it's important to point out that their restraining order is no longer valid once you've passed away. And I thought that we could have helped him, and I know some of you think that I'm the bad guy, but I just wanted to bring this one last time here for old time's sake.
Got a lot of nerve.
Oh my God.
Got a lot of nerve bringing that.
Rubber Ducky, you're the one. And you can go fuck yourself too.
Yeah, well, you go fuck yourself.
You go fuck yourself. Okay, you go fuck. You be a grown up here, okay, pal? I had to deal with his stuff more than any of you did. More than any of you did. And if there's a life insurance policy, I want to know about it. I think it's disgusting that you would do that. Choke on it. Choke on it.
I think this was better than most of his TV shows.
Now back to comedy.
Sorry.
You know, one thing I learned is it's easy to have one phrase you can kind of say in someone's voice. But then when you have to say a bunch of stuff you didn't even plan on saying before, it becomes very hard to maintain a voice.
That guy's kind of turned British.
Yeah. But, you know, luckily no one here is going to really upstage us tonight in that regard, so we'll be fine. Welcome back, everybody. We are talking to ghosts. I'm Colin Flappers, and so far it does feel gross. So far I've met
Colin, like that Colin?
No, Colin, like Colin Powell.
I guess your colon's next to your flappers, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Come on. We met Elvis Presley and Adam Watts so far.
Adam Watts?
Alan. Sorry, no, the minions are really giving it to me today. They got me feeling...
Yes, you're just the substitute teacher, that's all.
Is it that you don't like my vibe? Like, what is it? And nothing. And now nothing. Okay, cool.
Scared, you looked at me and I got scared.
Yeah, me too.
Cool. We'll work this out. I hope we can work this out. Let's talk to another ghost. Any ghosts out there like this? Any ghosts out there?
Perfect.
Any ghosts? Slower. Any ghosts out there? Any ghosts? Let me try his voice. Any ghosts out there?
Slower.
Greetings. Oh, hi. Hello. Hi.
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 Hi, I'm Colin.
Okay.
I just summoned you in my mirror.
All right.
Do you know that you're dead?
Uh-huh.
What's your name?
Mort.
What's your full name?
What's that?
What's your full name?
Mort Sugar.
Mort Sugar. Hi, Mort.
Hello.
I'm a medium.
Okay.
I summon people in my mirrors and I talk to them.
I'm a small. Sometimes a medium, depending on if I'm eating a lot.
Was that a dad joke?
What?
Was it some... Sorry, Mort.
Uh-huh.
I'm sort of checking people to see if they have any wisdom, insights, things about the world, you know, things like that.
All right. How's it going?
Well, for me, it's going pretty good so far.
Great.
I met a couple celebrities even.
Fantastic.
Thanks. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions, maybe.
Okay.
What's it like being dead?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Are you not dead?
It's kind of cold.
What do you mean it's kind of cold?
It could be warmer in here. Sometimes I get the chills. I'm stuck in my vacation outfit because I fell off a cruise ship.
You fell off a cruise ship and
Fell
died?
off a cruise ship. I was in a dance competition and I took it a little too far.
What do you mean you took it too far?
Well, I was trying to do the watch me whip, which, what me nay nay. I went right over the side.
Yeah.
I nay nay too hard.
Hexlug, you're right about that.
It's hot in here now. It's getting warm. Ah!
Mort was dicking around with me. I'm trying to get some goddamn information out of these people. He seemed more interested in just chatting.
I think he's senile.
Whatever.
Okay, noted.
Sorry, was that terse? And nothing. And they say nothing. Let's get another ghost. Let's get another ghost in here. Oh my god. Wow, it's so good already. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I know that.
Well, hey.
Johnny Cash?
Hey there, folks.
The man in black?
You know, I have... Hey, that's, wow. How about it now? I'm happy to come down and play for the folks that are still in purgatory now. I don't think it's fair that they're here for as long as they are.
Oh, wow.
Well, you know well. Home bop doo la doo 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 doo. Hey.
Do you want to sing some songs for people right now?
Well, I didn't come here to sing songs, but I came nonetheless. and it's all over my belly button and hand.
Oh, Mr.
So
Cash.
now that I done come, I might as well sing a song. Isn't that right, June?
Oh, Mr. Cash, please.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. You know, I had a 55-year music career and never even sang an actual note.
Yeah, you would sort of always...
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire ran out. It's a monotone. You could have Siri just say words in a deep voice, and it would sound similar to what I do.
All right.
Ooh, hum bum, hump up, dink duck, dink duck, dink.
Mr. Cash, this is very generous of you that you're talking to these people.
You know, there was a lot of songs I never got to. There were a lot of songs that were on the Rick Rubin albums that never came out, that I never was able to, never got to.
Oh,
people wouldn't have liked him, but I figured, well, hell not. Why the hell not waste your time with it after all?
Why wouldn't people have liked them?
Well, because I was covering songs at that point, and we were scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Interesting.
This was before any idiot like could do a cover song and get a top 10 a list of the song.
Mm-hmm.
I invented a cover song. Before
really
me,
right.
I did 9 Inch Nails and the Beatles and everything in between.
That's right. Hey, Mr. Cash, I have a tarot for you. I made these myself.
Well, I don't really care much for the dark arts, but
Ooh, the lumber party tarot.
Well, I suppose
yes, the lumber party tarot. This means
lumber party.
At
Well,
one time you thought
I always
you were...
thought of myself as an American after all.
Well, no, I get what you're doing there, but this means at one time you thought you were doing something fun, but you hurt people in the process. Can you think of a time, Johnny Cash, where you maybe hurt someone?
Well, sure. I got so drunk. Well, if you read my book, which is a great work of literature, I got so drunk and fell asleep with a cigarette with 14 beer bottles out in Angeles National Forest that I started a forest fire. And it caused about $10 million worth of damage back then, which was a whole lot more if you did it in the dollars today.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Boom, boom,
Well, that
boom,
takes care of that.
hallelujah. You know, there was a song I always wanted to cover that we never got to in the Rick Rubin sessions, and that is, ooh, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that queen, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
Whoa.
Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Go fuck yourself is what I gotta say to anybody trying
Let's go! You rock, man!
You know what? The coolest thing, better than having any kind of music career, is being on people's t-shirts and bumper stickers.
That's right. That's where the real money is. Hey, I got another tarot for you. Let's take a look at this one. Yes, the I Threw Up tarot. This,
ooh, there's nothing I ever seen that's a more evil spirit than that damn demonic possessed Furby.
Yes, a front, upwards facing demonic Furby with the I Threw Up. Now that means
I shot a Furby down just because it was on the wrong side of what my brain accepted as human.
Okay, yeah, that takes care
of
of
that. What do they call that? What do they call
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, well, I shot that Furby down on the wrong side of the uncanny valley. Boom, 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 boom.
Really.
You know, you can just, back in those days, you could just kind of go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
and
that's half a song.
The Statler brothers would just show up and start harmonizing with you. I remember I would just sometimes be like, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. And those four fat brothers would come out and go, oh, bo, bo, hum, bo, ho, bo, boom, bo, 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 bo.
And you're...
Well, oh. You know, you can always go, there was a fifth Statler brother that was underneath the audible level of human hearing.
He was just in the room.
He was
for dogs.
They picked him up at Caltech, but you couldn't hear him on any of the vinyl albums.
He was for the dogs to listen to.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
You know, I was terrified to see today something terrible. You got something else for me?
Yeah, I have one. We should make
Hold
the tarot.
on.
Okay, good.
Yeah, well.
We got one more tarot for you, and then I'm gonna let you go here. But
Yes.
Yes, the Homer Simpson looking like a normal tarot card tarot.
Oh, and it was dealt upside down, so it means it's negative.
Yes, that means maybe you're not the man of the house you think you are. Trouble at home, Johnny?
Well, sure. I never beat any woman, but I certainly slapped myself around.
Okay, well, I guess nothing morally wrong, but sort of sad to hear.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to go through with when you get to the pearly gates where God says, damn, you burned down a forest and you slapped yourself silly.
Oh my god, and weird because you didn't really even say anything that evil and they're sending you to hell. Oh man.
Oh, who are these motherfuckers?
Sorry,
what?
Mr. Cash.
No. Whoa. Hey. I went down to a burning ring of fire.
Whoa, like this.
Down, and the flames went higher, and it burned, and it burns.
Oh god.
Burns. The ring of fire.
All right, we're reviving him. We got it.
The ring of fire. Oh, the taste of love is sweet, and hearts like ours meet. There you go. You know, the power of Satan has nothing over the power of
Whatever.
What? Who? How?
Don't worry about that.
You know, I had to come back because I saw a terrible blasphemy out there.
What?
Well, it was a terrible thing, and I saw it went viral up on the TikTok. There was somebody out there that a lot of us have looked up to as a savior figure, and people were outraged, and I saw that they crucified a minion. And I don't know how many of us saw that out there, that old meme where there was one of the minions and he was crucified next to the other two. One of them was accused as a thief. The other one, I don't know what the other guy.
So Mr. Cash,
well, the other guy was what? He exposed himself to, I don't know, whatever the other guy. There were a couple of thieves, but then the central minion was the savior.
Oh my God!
And so I wanted to sing a song about that because some of us remember that day on the hill Golgotha. Is it? All right. Well,
is that it?
Hold on.
Gold banana.
Well, were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Sometimes it causes me to minion. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Boom, boom, boom. Now it goes on like that for 4 or 5 more hours, that song.
Still got it.
You know, I remember, I'll never forget the words of our Savior, the middle minion, when the Romans came and they pierced his side and yellow pus poured out all over the ground. And he looked up towards heaven and he looked at the Heavenly Father and he said, and then he died for all our sins.
Oh my God! You seem to be really taken by this, Mr. Cash.
Sometimes it causes me to minion. Were you there?
All right.
When they nailed him to a comical series of events.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cash. Johnny Cash, everybody. Incredible.
It's like his guitar skills never went away.
I know. He had a really good guitar, too. Wow. That was Johnny Cash, folks. The Man in Black. And he didn't give me a lot of great lessons on life. Furby stuff was good, but I think the big takeaway is Johnny Cash is completely consumed by the notion of a minion dying on the cross for our sins. And it seems to have broken his brain in some way. And I think that's awesome. I think it's cool when the past and the present come together to create something beautiful.
Like Van Morrison's Why Are You on Facebook?
Exactly, like Van Morrison's Why Are You on Facebook? Alright. Oh no. Alright. Really foreboding thing. I think we are gonna have time for 2 more Oh, we have to bring back Mort, apparently. Okay, we're gonna bring back Mort. And then we'll do and then that. Yeah. Got it. We're all on the same page? We all know what's going on? We're gonna talk to Mort, we're gonna talk to another ghost, and then we're gonna talk to one final ghost. And that'll probably be it.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
I think they're gonna kill my guy, so.
Perfect. Alright, thanks so much everybody. This has been really fun. Don't forget to follow the show if you haven't yet. Join the Discord if you haven't yet. We did attend the funeral already, Moltar Ben. We went to the funeral for Bert. And there was some pretty great voice work done in that. Alright, who are we getting? I need someone in this damn mirror. Real Gamer Jesus. Thanks for following, Real Gamer Jesus. We got him. We got the actual Gamer Jesus.
Took us long enough.
How much to revive Bert? $100. Alright, let's do it. Any ghosts out there? Any ghosts?
Hey there.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going? How we doing?
Good. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Johnny Appleseed.
Oh wow, Johnny Appleseed.
You might have heard of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me your lore.
I was kind of a guy who existed in the 1700s, roughly. That went around and kind of, was a herbologist, kind of spreading, the good word of trees and plants.
Okay.
Most notably apples. Planted a lot of apple trees around the U.S. How's that going, by the way? Are apples still number one? Apples still number one?
In what sense?
The number one fruit. Are they still?
I think maybe oranges or bananas have overtaken it.
Fuck. I don't even know what a banana is.
Do you know what a banana is?
I don't know. That wasn't in the U.S. yet.
It's a long yellow thing. It's like a little more aesthetically cooler than an apple.
That sounds like a cartoon. That doesn't sound like a real fruit that you can actually. How do you eat that?
But here's the thing. You ready for this, Johnny? It is.
So you're saying apples aren't that great anymore?
I'm saying apples, we've sort of learned that there's a great big world out there. And this applies to so much more than just fruit. We sort of learned that we were maybe dealing with the bottom of the barrel. And now that we've seen the rest of the world...
Come on, that's my namesake. That's my namesake you're talking about there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Appleseed. Can I give you an example?
Yeah.
In the 1940s, most of the best basketball players in the country were Jewish.
Okay.
We've learned.
And basketball is?
The point is, Mr. Appleseed.
Right, okay.
I don't think we need apples to be that important anymore. I think it's okay.
I mean, that really breaks my heart, but there is something, I've been wanting. I spread so many apple seeds that, I forgot to spread my own seed.
Oh, you never had a kid.
I never had a kid. The Appleseed name kind of started and ended here. And I don't really have that much of a dynasty anymore. Just kind of a character that lives on in children's books. Yeah, I'm kind of trying in my afterlife to...
You don't think it's meaningful to live on in art after you die?
I think it's great, but I think, it kind of leaves a little bit to be desired of what maybe my children could have done, or there could have been like an Appleseed Foundation.
True. Plus, you're not breathing anymore.
That's also true. But anyway, I've been doing work in the afterlife, and I've kind of been getting to work on
what's going on?
A way to spread my seed. I'm wondering if maybe
why is one of them black?
One of them's my blood.
Oh.
I was thinking that might be helpful in case with the you probably know what this is, but I was thinking you could do a blood one. Just in case they need that for something, I don't know.
Are those 2 vials most of the way full of your own?
Yeah, these are 1 shots each.
Those are 1 shots.
Oh my god. Oh yeah,
those are 1 shots?
Is that a lot?
Apple seeds more like it. Jesus.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I didn't know if two vials was gonna be enough. I could do a third or a fourth, but if there's some way that I could hand off this to you in some way, and you could maybe, you know, find a nice lady out there who would be willing to accept, you kind of explain to them the situation that's happening and say, like, this is, you know, the seed of the apple seed.
Johnny, walk me through this. I'm going up to a woman on the street and I'm going, I have a 400-year-old man's cum.
Well, maybe not on the street.
Do you want to have a child with this?
Maybe not on the street. Maybe, you know, it's a friend of yours, or you know how people recommend.
You want me to go to a friend of mine and go, hey, can you do me a favor? I have a 400-year-old man's cum. I'd like you to raise a child. I'd like you to bear a child and raise it on his behalf.
Well, how do you even meet people nowadays? It's usually a friend of a friend that comes and introduces you, and how would you even meet anybody now? I mean, I'm kind of unaware of the modern trappings of introduction, but
you meet people now on like dating apps and stuff. That's how people meet these days. Yeah.
And is that short for Apple in some way?
No, it has nothing to do. I'm sorry to say it. Actually, no, it doesn't have anything to do with Apple because it's from application, but so these all exist on these things called computers, right? Which are like these digital books that can change as we need them to. The main company.
What the?
I can't listen.
Okay.
We'll take the rest of the episode if I try to explain.
Okay, all right. I understand.
The main company is called Apple.
After me?
No. Well, maybe. Macintosh Apple.
Yeah, that's a type of apple. That's I used to plant Macintosh trees. You're saying these trees grow computers now?
No.
Like some sort of electrified apple.
No, they don't. But at one time, Apple was seen as like this incredible bastion of innovation and technological growth, and we really felt like the whole world was going to be fixed by them.
All right.
Now they kind of just make a shittier version of the same product every 9 months and break the old version so that you can't use it anymore.
Well, that doesn't sound sustainable at all. That sounds
they're pretty reviled.
That's like chopping down a tree and then, you know, expecting to just, plant another one right out? It takes 20, 35 years to grow a properly, fully matured apple tree.
It would be more like you chop down the tree, and then as you're walking away with the tree, they go, hey, there's a new tree here you have to have now, and we're going to light your tree on fire so you can't use that tree anymore.
I don't want to be associated with that at all. Could you maybe talk to a friend and see if you could change the name of that company?
Change the name of the Apple Corporation? Yeah. I don't think I have that kind of sway, Mr. Appleseed.
That's fine.
What I can try to do is help you get a date. Or
I could pass this off to you, and you could maybe.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Maybe as a friend that you're not super close with, so it's not super awkward. But
here's what we're gonna do, Mr. Appleseed.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on sperm donation requirements.
And what is that
I'm gonna
you
list
have
you
there?
as a sperm donor.
Okay. All right.
And then someone will have your kid.
That's how it works?
Pretty much.
You just sign up and people just take your tube and do what they will with it?
Yes, so here we go.
And they accept blood as well?
They don't need the blood.
Well, I already took the blood and it was pretty hard to take if I'm being completely honest. It was not easy to get all the blood. There's a lot of blood that didn't make it in this vial.
First name? First name?
Johnny.
Last name?
Appleseed.
Date of birth?
Date of birth, man, it kind of gets fuzzy when I think it was October 11th, 1723.
1723.
Right. There's no age limit on these kind of things.
Phone number?
I don't know what that is, sir.
You don't have a phone number?
No,
Do you have a family with a phone number?
No, I don't believe so, sir.
I'll put mine.
Thank you.
And I'll just get it to you. Email?
Hey, I'm sorry, what?
Email?
And that's like a...
Virtual mail?
Virtual.
I'll put mine again.
Okay.
Zip code?
Zip code.
Surely they had zip code.
Yeah, it's 3.
3. Height?
Huh?
Height?
I'm 6'1", sir.
Weight?
Weight, I've lost a little weight in the I'd say 173.
That's good of you. Ethnic origin mother?
What do you mean?
Ethnic origin mother.
My mom?
No, what's her ethnic origin?
English.
Caucasian. Ethnic origin, father.
Also English.
Caucasian. Got
Okay.
it. What is your current level of education?
Current level? Well, I know all about trees. I know all about planting them. Know all about, seeds.
Cool. I'll put attending community college.
Okay.
Because they can't really track that.
All right.
Occupation?
Occupation? Dead.
Occupation dead?
Well,
that's not going to incentivize anyone to want to really. You're trying to sell yourself.
Oh, okay. Tree guy.
Tree guy. Are you authorized to work in the United States?
I'm not sure what you mean. I have worked.
So we'll say yes.
Okay.
Are you currently in the U.S. on a visa?
Visa.
We'll say no.
I'm a U.S. citizen. Was born here.
All right. Next page.
Look, what if I just gave this to you?
What do I do with it? Throw it at a woman?
What happens if
I need to fill out the fucking form.
What happens if I... Whoa!
God damn it.
Whoa.
They did the thing again. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Form's not letting me go to the next page. Do you think this was just to dox me? Or not to dox me, to fish me? Oh, here we go. I got it.
I see you set it on the ground over there. I just want to make sure that it's properly safe. And not something that could be easily kicked over.
Have your sexual partners in the last 5 years been male, female, or both?
They're sort of succubus demons that I kind of have intercourse with. It's neither human...
I'll put both.
Okay.
Family medical history. Are you able to provide detailed information about your parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins on both sides of your family?
No.
I'll put no. Okay. Please provide a reason this information is not available.
They're all dead. Everyone I know is dead. Maybe put that. Every single person I've ever known or loved is dead.
Every single person I've ever known is dead. Okay, next. Okay. Choose the location you are applying to. I'll do the Now York one.
Okay.
How did you hear about our program?
Hear about the sperm donor program? Through my medium. Is that what you are? You're a medium?
So I'll do current donor / friend.
Okay.
Do you reside close enough to visit one of our locations 1 to 3 times per week? Wow. Oh my lord.
Maybe if you do, maybe you could do that. Maybe you could pretend to be me and go there and kind of.
But then it wouldn't be your. We gotta have it be your juice. You know what I'm saying?
But it is. I just gave you my juice.
Right. But they're gonna. Despite this being a really incredible blow, the fact that this was one, I'm blown away by.
Yeah.
You're still probably gonna need to do more over the series of several.
Yeah. That first one was 1, and then I did the second one immediately after.
This was immediately after.
Yeah. And then I did the blood after that.
What does immediate mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Does that mean like the same orgasm or no? Whatever.
What?
Will you be available to visit one of our branches for the next 9 to 12 months?
You got this. You can do this. You could just come to me and I can give you more samples and you could go out and do it.
Okay, preferred location, yes. In addition to text from my donor coordinator, I would like to receive automatic text alerts with the status of my application. I'll put yes. Apply now.
Okay, great.
Okay. We'll wait to hear on that.
Hooray!
Yeah, and I'll let you know.
That's amazing.
Where can I contact you?
You can just call him, just send me back in the mirror, I guess.
Okay. I guess I'll hang on to this.
Great, thank you.
Okay,
I appreciate
Mr. Appleseed,
you. I have now, you're kind of spreading the seed now, you could say. You're kind of like,
no.
You're kind of taking on my legacy. You're the first start. Can I call you?
No.
Can I call you my son?
Get him out of the mirror.
Can I call you my son?
Get him out of the mirror. Get it.
Boy. Little
Don't
boy.
say that kind of stuff. I'm gonna throw this out. I'm gonna throw this out.
Little guy.
I'm gonna throw this out.
Don't throw it out, please.
Okay, we have Johnny Cash's tombstone, and then we have 2 more people we have to visit.
And we had a tarot card, but I guess we could do that tarot card for the next guy.
Yeah. So let's see Johnny Cash's old tombstone. Johnny Cash spelt wrong. Once attacked by an ostrich. Pitchfork. 6.3 out of 10. Sent to his own ring of fire. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then we had Johnny Appleseed. Okay, let's do this Mork thing real quick, and then we're gonna get our last ghost. call up Mort Sugar, who died falling off a cruise ship. Oh, and just to summarize things we learned about Johnny Appleseed, he never had a kid, he loves trees and plants. Not much to report. But I kind of got lost in my own side project there, so I'm sorry about that.
I feel like I knew those things about Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah. But I did help him become a sperm donor. And you know what? A lot of people can't have kids on their own, so being a sperm donor can actually help a lot of people live a better life. And in some cases, you get some money on the side. Anyway, let's meet this guy.
He's woke. Ugh.
The minions don't like that I'm woke? Hey, Mort.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to talk to you again.
Oh, great.
Do you have anything to say?
I killed the devil.
You killed the devil?
Yeah, I killed the devil. I crawled out of hell.
You killed the devil?
He was so rude, poking me, doing little bits of fire on my toes. I said, you stop it. He got very upset, so I stabbed him in the heart.
Well, Mort, you seem like such an even keel, simple guy. I can't imagine you flying off the top like that.
I got really upset. It was honestly too much.
Well, I
felt
have a
bad
tarot
about it.
for you that I want to just, get to know you a little bit better.
Oh, great!
So I think this tarot can help with that. So let's take a look at the tarot for Mort, the man who just killed the devil and climbed up from hell.
Okay, great. Let's have a look.
And
Okay.
Mort solved evil.
All the little guys were saying I'm the new king of the underworld. Do I have to do that?
You're the new king of the underworld?
They were saying because I slayed the master, the king of the underworld or whatever, that I'm now the I'm now the master of the underworld. It feels like a lot of pressure.
Well, I don't think it is, Mort, and honestly, let me take a look at this tarot card here, and maybe I'll be able to get a sense of your character. And see
I
if you
just
take
kind
it.
of want to hang out.
Let's see. Ah, yes, the pervert tarot.
Ugh. Is that good?
Well, it's deceptive, but if you look closely, while this says the pervert at the bottom, the image is of a cool guy that everyone likes. And so when the image shows a cool guy that everyone likes, but it says the pervert at the bottom, maybe it means you're misunderstood and actually a lot better than everyone who watches you regularly thinks.
I don't know what that means in the context of my life.
I guess
who's watching me?
I guess what it means, Mort, is do you ever feel like maybe you're underappreciated or misunderstood?
Right now I'm feeling misunderstood because a lot of people, well, I guess demons and sort of like Dybbuk's and stuff are all saying, you're our master, we will do your bidding. And I'm kind of just like,
well, I think that's good.
Ugh.
Mort.
It's too much.
Mort. Sometimes people need to step up and be a leader, okay?
I just want to watch my programs.
The underworld needs a leader. Who's gonna do it if not you? Someone else? Someone else solves the problems of the day, Mort?
That'd be great.
Mort.
Are you volunteering? I just want to watch NCIS.
No, Mort, you're a citizen of the earth. You have to step up and do this. You're in charge of hell now.
I like Agent Tony DiNozzo.
What's your first task?
You ever seen him?
What's your first task as the leader of hell?
He's so charming. What?
What's your first task as the leader of hell?
Probably make it not so hot. Got down there, I was freezing cold. I showed up in hell. I said, "Hey, this is a little too much." You know what I'm saying?
Mort,
it's like I can't win. I can't win with this.
I want to like you so bad, Mort. You're the new
thank
king
you.
of hell. That's a guy I want on my side.
Okay.
But I'm just not scared of you, you know?
You ever seen NCIS?
No.
Agent Jethro Gibbs.
What's NCIS
He's the
stand
main
for?
guy. Naval something intelligence something.
It's about the Navy?
Yeah, it's like the Navy. It's like the FBI of the Navy.
There's a whole show for just the crimes the Navy commits?
It's Gibbs, Tony DiNozzo, Ducky, the nerdy guy.
And they're...
The goth girl, the sexy goth girl.
Like maritime law is not a legitimate thing.
Is there a show called Air Force Cops? Is there a show about...
drag.
Yeah, they got that's Air Force lawyers, but it's a similar idea. Anyway, I'm gonna probably leave. Okay?
That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me, Mort.
All right. I have powers now. Did I mention that?
Mort, I really think you
I
should
can
be
do
a
this.
ruthless king of hell. Okay.
Yeah. I can do this now. Look at me.
Good.
I'm here in the overworld.
He smells crazy.
If I touch you, I take 30% of your life.
Don't touch me then, please.
No, Mort. I'm just messing around. I might do it.
Do it.
Mort,
I'm just kidding around. I'm just having fun.
Mort, can you go away?
You should check out NCIS and the spin-offs.
He just walked out. Tech Slug. That's 666. That's the send to hell for sure. Well, he's already the king of hell, so it doesn't matter. Look.
We're running an ad for like 1 minute.
Okay.
So
We're going to run this ad for 1 minute, and then we're going to talk to our last ghost of the night. I'm going to do a little quick recap while we wait. Don't forget to follow the show, join the Discord, blah, 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 blah. Elvis Presley, toilet seat cushion, wishes Big Bird was his manager. They have SpongeBob in heaven. Pelvis Presley died shitting on the urinal. That's his cool older brother. Alan Watts. You should have 2 separate funerals, one that's funny and one that isn't. God is dumb, so you might as well have fun. Sonic needs a better wallet. Mort Sugar died falling off of a cruise ship, went into hell and killed the devil, and now is in charge of hell. Johnny Cash. Crucified my lord, I wrote for Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is consumed by the minions and the image of one of them on the cross. Johnny Appleseed loves trees and plants and never had a kid. I have vials full of his cum. This was one load, according to him. And then we met Mort again. That pretty much covers it. Am I good?
yeah, it's pretty much perfectly.
timing.
Great. Thank you very much. With that, thanks, Butt P-Man. The red one is cum, by the way. Burlap nutsack. Let's talk to our final ghost of the night.
Sure, man.
Oh my lord!
Charge! Pip, 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 that's right. Theodore Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt, oh my god.
Theodore, a.k.a. also known as Teddy Roosevelt.
Mr. Jesus.
Fine to meet you here, sir. Fine to meet you after all, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Perfectly fine. See, yes.
What was the?
That's how you shake hands with a man.
Oh my lord!
As if the film rate doesn't quite match human motion.
Jesus.
Yes, I'll shake hands. Yeah, see, that's how you shake hands with a man.
Jesus, Teddy.
21 frames per second.
Ripped my arm off almost.
Well,
Teddy, what's
I almost had my arm ripped off, and I never complained about it. I grew up a cripple. I had asthma. I never was born with a liver. I had 2 kneecaps missing. And then they were medically replaced by a controversial Mormon doctor, and then they were shot out by myself. We didn't cut ourselves back then, we shot ourselves in the kneecaps.
You shot yourself in the kneecap?
Yes, but there's serious business about with this country, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've come here on the back of this train, see, to talk about all these people out there who think they know how to run these United States of America. And that's right, the right way to talk about them when you're a proper, progressive, bull moose Republican is in the plural form, these United States of America. Just to sound like you're old-timey and your voice barely got on a wax seal.
Oh my god.
Yes, of course.
Teddy, have you been keeping up with today's political situation?
Why indeed haven't I? This country has finally got 2 nominees for the vice presidency, arguably the most important office that anyone can ever be elected to.
Weren't you a vice president?
That's right! I was the vice president and I got in because McKinley was shot like a moron walking around the New York State Fair. I would never have been elected to office at the age of 43, but I was elected to vice president and I got in. Why? Because they shot McKinley and then Roosevelt came in.
Is McKinley like a really arch progressive? I was just looking at some weird map and they were saying that McKinley was actually like very, very left, and maybe that's why he got killed. I don't know. I'm sorry. That's not important. That's my own. Jesus.
They're shooting! It's all right. I've been shot by someone in the audience.
You got shot?
I will continue these remarks.
No, Teddy, it's okay.
I will continue my remarks. Luckily, the bullet seems to have been stopped by a copy of my speech.
Oh my God!
Which I have memorized, and yet I carry it with me in my pocket at all times.
There's no way.
For occasions when I'm shot by a person, an anarchist, no doubt. And back in those days, anyone who fired a gun at anyone was labeled an anarchist.
Yeah,
and that's what we knew the concept of anarchy to be.
Okay, Mr. Roosevelt.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I wasn't listening because I was agreeing too loudly.
I was just saying, are you sure you're okay? You just.
Of course, I've only been shot near the heart. What else could you expect from me?
Okay, fine.
Like any normal man was. Was that? I think that one missed me.
You're okay. What do you think about Tim Walz, the new vice presidential candidate?
Well, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? let's sit down on the floor in Kansas.
Okay.
It's time that America sit down and have a good old puff of a pipe around itself.
I think I tracked
And we've
that.
got to sit down and talk about the two possible men who might become president should President McKinley be assassinated again.
What? Okay, yeah, not quite, but sure, I'm with you. Keep going.
And then they might go on to be reelected in a landslide, and then skip 4 years and go hunting in Africa, and then 4 years after that, run a ridiculous third-party candidacy themselves.
And then not win.
Well, I think Tim Walz is one thing going for him. He's fat, but not too fat.
That's right.
That's what I like in a president, of course. A vice president, I should say. Somebody who's robust and manly.
Somebody who's getting, a Roosevelt, but not a Taft. We can't
The kind of man who knows how to use his penis, but can't see it.
Okay, yes. Okay, absolutely.
Yes, a manly sort of robust personality and body type.
That's what we like about Tim Walz. Now,
That's what we like about Roosevelt. That's what we like about Tim Walz.
What about J.D. Vance? He's sort of a similar
J.D.
body
Vance, there he is, an Ivy League man, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, all right, I guess I was too, but I did. But I do like that he poses against the ruling class while being part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, this good. Ow! Ow!
Mr. Roosevelt.
Luckily, that one just, it only bounced off my brain.
Oh, Mr. Roosevelt, please.
I demand that I be allowed to continue these remarks like any serious man, bull, or other masculine figure would do in similar circumstances.
Okay, you can keep...
And the way you pronounce the word is circumstances.
Yes, of course. You can keep doing it if you'd like, Mr. Roosevelt, but at any time, feel free to say if you need a doctor or something. I can try to work on that.
Well, of course I don't need a doctor. I don't believe in them. I healed myself from asthma. You know how I did it?
How?
By smoking.
Really?
Yes, aggressively.
Oh,
tobacco, marijuana, and raw hemp ropes.
God,
I smoked hemp ropes back when I was waylaid by pirates. That's right, original Pirates of the Caribbean. You think that 3 feet of water in Disneyland is hard? Imagine coming back from taking on San Juan Hill in Cuba, and you get stuck on a Disneyland boat on the way back, and there's some kind of goddamn pirate.
Oh my God. Mr.
Imagine it for a second. Let's talk about the vice presidency.
Yeah.
See?
As much as I love all that stuff, I'm curious about today. What's going on
You're
right
curious,
now?
and who wouldn't be curious in this country?
Yeah.
You've got people all over this country that gather around on the back of railroad cars, wherever else they get their political content from. Gathered around the back of a railroad car or standing on a number of barrels somewhere in a smaller city.
Interesting. And I just want to flag, a lot of people in the chat are saying you're actually secretly a very bad guy. So everyone in the chat, sound off with all your critiques of the Roosevelt presidency.
Oh, read them out to me, fast, rapid fire. I'll fire back at any man who fires back at me,
We'll get to those, absolutely.
I'll fire. If you're a man, you'll say it to my face.
Okay,
then you'll...
okay.
All right. Well, I'm allowed to do it. I'm the vice president of the United States. No one ever acted on it except me and Dick Cheney.
You're absolutely right.
That's right. I shot a man in his cock once.
Okay,
I shot a man in his... Whoops. Well, I think I just dropped that on my boot. I shot a man in his cock once because he said that God was homosexual. What's the next question?
I just thought of a thing. I shot a man. I shot a...
Vince!
Are you okay?
Hey, that noise means he's okay. That one too.
Quick, while he's dying.
Hold on. I need the audience to clap for me like Cinderella. Well, you know, Peter Pan or whatever the hell it is. Not that kind of pussy clapping with your fingers upwards. Clap like a man. Outwards, well, like it's a clamshell, and that's how you clap Theodore Roosevelt back. Bull moose, bull moose, bull moose, bull moose, bull moose. You got J.D. Vance, a pussy who tries to be a strong man, and you got Tim Walz, a fat man who doesn't let it stop him. Now, if I was looking at the sheer size of the two men, I would say Tim Walz could at least stand to be shot 4 or 5 times and still continue a speech at any given time. I think that makes more of a man.
Hey, I have a phone call for you, Mr. Roosevelt.
Why, fine. Telephone. Hello?
I got it right here.
Hello?
Hey, it's the big...
Hello, after all. Yes.
We've got the big stick here.
We've got the whole White House standing around the telephone here to get your message, Mr. Emperor.
Hey, it's me, the big stick.
Okay.
You know those big stick that you carry around?
Why, yes, there's an old proverb, of course I know.
Speak softly.
Yes, one should speak softly and carry a big stick.
And that's me.
It's a thinly veiled metaphor for a man's penis.
Ah, and by the way, I wanted to get this earlier. You said I shot a man in the penis. What if it was like I shot a man in the penis and how he got on my penis, I'll never know. Is that something? Could you do something
That's
with
not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's not a bad one.
We like
something
it.
there.
But what we're not doing here is any kind of humor.
Right, you're
humor
right.
is
I'm
a
sorry.
human is for homosexuals and poets.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
A real man looks death in the eye, and instead of laughing, he just glares at it.
That's right, that's right. Sorry, Big Stick, what were you saying?
Nothing really much. I just wanted to check in and see how my papa's doing.
Well, I'm certainly speaking as softly as ever. My message has always ever been described as delicate.
Absolutely.
And who are you voting for, Big Stick?
Me?
Yeah, who are you voting for?
I'm Jill-pilled.
You're Jill Stein-pilled?
That's right, till
That's
I die.
shocking to me. Oh, okay. Thanks very much, Big Stick. I'm gonna let you go. How do you feel about that, Teddy? I feel like you wouldn't be. Is it rude?
Jill Stein? What would I have a problem with Jill Stein for? A third-party candidate?
Yeah, I guess she is kind of insane.
You think I have a third-party problem with a third-party candidate? I have no problem whatsoever, sir. I founded the Bull Moose Party. And I've got no doubt, looking as I do occasionally in American politics from a long distance today, that there's no doubt the Bull Moose Party is still involved in the direction of this republic here.
Okay. So, and if it's all right if I might ask...
Back!
Jesus Christ! Teddy!
Right in the dick!
Right, Teddy, they shot you in the dick!
Oh! Back!
Teddy! Bullworth. Teddy, stay with us, Teddy! Oh, Teddy. Oh my God. The more you get shot, the more you become some sort of cartoon that's dying slowly.
Avery character or something.
You're like a Tex Avery character dying over 15 minutes.
It is very important for anyone running for the office of vice presidency and therefore with a 10% chance of becoming president themselves, let's say a 15% chance, it is very important that you give meaning to this country as a sort of large stepfather figure for the republic itself. If Lady Liberty, if Dame Columbia, or whatever the hell else you call her, if she's your mother figure, you've got to have some kind of yelling, loud, moron, loud guy who is a caricature and also the basis of all human exaggeration and impressions for all the younger people out there in sport sitting on their school benches.
Wow.
And I'll stand by it, see?
That almost, in a roundabout way, felt like an endorsement of Harris Walls. It seems like you almost described them to a T.
Well, I would never vote for a woman for any office higher than school teacher.
Wow, so you would vote for school teacher?
I certainly would not. Now, I was for women being able to vote, but that was back when the day when it was simply a matter of doubling the vote of a man of a house.
Yes.
Where you said, well, of course a woman should vote exactly as her husband does.
Yeah.
I had no problem with that whatsoever, and it worked wonderfully in Utah.
Wow. Okay.
Sometimes quadrupling a man's vote.
So
however, while I would never vote for a woman higher than this land, I would, under every circumstance, vote for the fatter of the two candidates for vice presidency.
Okay.
The most important office of the land.
That's tough.
Because as we all know, when you vote for vice president, what you're really voting for is a young 44-year-old Johnny to come in. That's right. A real pippy. God! Right in the fucking face, you asshole!
No, Teddy!
You son of a bitch! You want to come at me like
Teddy,
that,
no.
you lousy communist? Get over here, you son of a
You're
bitch!
already Tex Averying, Teddy. Stop! That could blow up in your own face.
Look at
that could blow up in your face and cause a big smoke in your face.
I shot him like a moose. Like a common cowardly moose. I was happy to shoot him, and I'm watching him die as I speak right now.
Okay.
Well, it's tough. When you're in hell, every assassin is also here.
I guess it is like John Wick, huh? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Teddy, I have a couple more questions, though.
Of course.
All right, you said you won't vote for Kamala, but you also said it sounds like you're not going to vote for Trump or Vance. One thing that I may be able to persuade you on, I don't know if you heard that Jesse the Body Ventura actually endorsed Tim Walz for governor, which he never does endorsements. He went out of his way.
That's very good. sometimes a third-party candidate can be used to establish a new party, like the Republican Party of Abraham Lincoln.
That's right.
That's right. Started not only as a third party, but a fourth or a fifth party.
Yeah, there was like 15 different...
There was somebody named Crittenden. And you know when there's somebody named Crittenden running, that he's not going to win.
Yes.
And that there's going to be an unprecedented victory of a party you've never heard of.
Okay, so you still want...
And in my case, you can run a third-party bull moose campaign and almost wreck the Republic, like driving a primitive automobile into a tree.
Absolutely.
Because of me, Woodrow Wilson was able to come in, and then I fantastically argued to enter World War I, and then as soon as we were about to do it, I had the common decency to die of a heart attack while I'm in a hotel.
Damn it.
Bow! You're not gonna... Fuck!
Oh,
right,
Jesus.
Shut my hair off!
Teddy, stay with me. Woodrow Wilson, we haven't talked about Armenia once tonight in this whole episode. Woodrow Wilson was pretty good on Armenia. What about
That's
Wilsonian
true,
Armenia?
he sure was. If there's one thing I don't trust, it's the Turk.
Okay,
But
that's the button.
Am I supposed to do something?
That's our show!
And this episode was brought to you by Voodoo Ranger Hard Charge Tea. We forgot to mention that.
That's right. We said it at the very beginning.
Okay, good.
Folks, thank you for joining us. We are the Everything Now Show. We do this show 4 nights a week, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night. So, folks, if you had a good time at this one, you're probably going to have a good time at the next one.
We do not endorse Theodore Roosevelt. We do not endorse his practices, his principles. We at the Everything Now Show are neutral on Theodore Roosevelt.
Folks, if you had a good time at this one, you're going to want to come back for the next episode, which of course is Thursday night. Brand new episode Thursday night. It will not be lifting spirits. It will not be ghost themed. It will be something completely different, but it will still be interactive comedy that you can control with subs and bits and polls and chat and all that shit. So if you had fun tonight, drop us a follow. If this is your first time, if you raided in from the Go Off Kings, shout out to the Go Off Kings. Thank you so much for the raid. Shout out to the Sushi Dragon. Thank you for the raid. If you're new here, if you came in from one of those raids, drop us a follow. Come on back. Thursday night, there will be a brand new episode.
But we have a very important plug we have to do, so let's bring out our amazing guest, James Adomian. Come on out.
James, come on out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you as always.
Stand under the sign super quick. And
look at that.
Perfect. Folks, we're gonna put the ticket, or not the ticket, we're gonna put the link, there it is right now. Pre-order today, James Adomian, The Path of Most Resistance, his debut stand-up special, folks.
Woo! You're gonna need to check it out.
You can buy it early
Yes.
next week. On the 16th, I want to say?
Yeah, on August 16th. Well, you can pre-order it now, and then there's a pay what you want link August 16th on 800poundgorillamedia.com. And then on September 19th, it's a wide release to rent and to own and to whatever you want to do.
So I recommend
pre-order that shit.
I recommend doing the pre-order, and then make sure you watch it when it comes out, folks. I've been lucky enough to get to watch this thing, and it's so damn funny.
You're not gonna want to miss it.
I want you to see it early if you can. So you can do that at 800poundgorillamedia.com, and the link is also on my website, jamesadomian.com.
And check him out and follow James's YouTube. He's posting videos. Follow James Adomian clips on Instagram.
And then unfollow it. That's the natural. Just follow it and then unfollow it.
Keep the rhythm going.
That's the beauty of the internet.
Keep up. James is a legend. We love every time he comes and does the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Always.
Thank you. Cheers. And I'd shake hands with.
Virtual handshake.
Everyone's getting a handshake from
Clap
James
like a
Adomian
man
right
out
now.
there.
Folks,
thanks so
follow
much.
us on all this stuff too, especially our YouTube. We are posting the VOD from this episode will be available on our YouTube, so you can check it out as soon as this stream is over. It'll be up on YouTube. And if you don't already follow our YouTube, you gotta get there because there's a BTS stream that just literally fell over 2 seconds ago. If you want to see that epic fail and other BTS clips, you're gonna want to follow us on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the Everything Now Show on YouTube. Get us to subscribe. That would be very helpful.
Additionally, follow the Instagram for behind-the-scenes footage, and also today's last day. You can buy tickets to see my movie that's premiering on tomorrow.
Rocky's movie is premiering. He made his own freaking feature film, folks. It's tomorrow.
Made a feature film is premiering at the Valley Film Fest. You should probably go if you live in Los Angeles. Go ahead and buy a ticket.
Come check it out.
And VTAC James is in Crapopolis. Give a listen to Crapopolis. You might hear James playing a couple different characters on that show.
Hell yeah, let's go.
But who we rating, folks?
Rating Matt Real. Matty is.
Go rate our buddy Matty.
Friend.
Heck yeah.
Matt was
Say
on
Matt
the
for us.
9th episode of Everything Now.
Wow.
Show. 9! We're at like 600 something
Foodie Anime
now.
is asking, will it be on streaming later? I'm assuming you mean a Domian special or Rocky's movie.
Both will probably be
Both will be on streaming, yes.
Yes, that is
Keep an
true.
eye out for both.
Watch this
fucking
space.
coastal
Get in the Discord.
liberals.
Join the Discord,
That's right,
folks. All the
Walter,
images, all the tarot cards from tonight, those are submitted by you in our Discord, and all of our shows have image submission games. So if you haven't already, join the Everything Now Show Discord. There's a link in the chat. There it is. Virus Too Nasty. Thank you so much.
Say hi to Matty Riel. We love him. See you on Thursday with Kale Hills, Matt Apodaca, and Kathy Yamamoto.
That's right.
Pony.
And we are out.
And we're
With,
yes!
And the OBS stream too.
And then let's end this BT.